Hello, I'm David Roger, General Counsel for the Las Vegas Police Protective Association. In this video, I want to talk to you about the department's process and pre-termination hearings. A pre-termination hearing is a right that is guaranteed to public employees and you as officers by a U.S. Supreme Court case entitled Cleveland Board of Education versus Loudermill. And in that case, the U.S. Supreme Court held that as a public employee, you have a property right to your job, and as a result, you're entitled to some due process. And so the U.S. Supreme Court held that before an employee can be terminated, they have to have an opportunity to explain their side of the case. The U.S. Supreme Court didn't go any further, didn't explain what type of due process rights that you're entitled to, just that you're entitled to an opportunity to be heard. So let's talk about Metro's process. As you know, before the department moves forward with termination, there is allegedly a process where they review the evidence, review your disciplinary record, and a number of people decide whether you should be terminated. This goes all the way up to the assistant sheriff and sometimes even the undersheriff. So this pre-termination hearing is a hearing that is held by generally a deputy chief, a captain, and a civilian director, and they provide you the opportunity to have a say in whether you should be terminated. The process has changed over the years. And so when I first began back in 2012, the department presented testimony. They presented the IAB sergeant who oversaw your investigation. We were allowed to cross-examine the sergeant about the case. In addition, your captain came in, provided testimony explaining why he or she felt that termination was appropriate. Once again, we were allowed to cross-examine that witness, and things changed. The department changed the process so that there is no cross-examination. Policy always said that it was up to the chief, deputy chief, as to whether questions should be asked, but they had a practice of allowing cross-examination. Today, the process is that a binder of the IAB investigation is presented to all the board members. Presumably, the board members read the binder cover to cover. I'll let you decide whether you believe that they review all of the information. The IAB sergeant comes in. The board members are allowed to ask questions. There's no presentation by IAB. They rely on their written reports. And you as an officer are not entitled to ask any questions. Then the captain comes in. The captain does not provide any information. The board is allowed to ask the captain questions about his or her recommendation to terminate you, and you are not allowed to ask your captain any questions. Then it's your turn. You can provide a statement to the pre-termination board. However, everything you say is recorded, it will be transcribed, and it will be used against you at an arbitration if you are terminated. Since 2012, as far as I can recall, there was only one person who kept their job after presenting a case to the pre-termination hearing, and it was a former assistant sheriff's son. And so the odds are against you when you go into that hearing, and you will have to make a determination in consultation with your representative whether it's worthwhile even testifying, recognizing that if you make statements and you are then terminated, your statements will be used against you in arbitration. And so it is a step in the process. It's not a step in the process that is beneficial to you always, but nevertheless it is your constitutional right to have that hearing. As always, thank you for your time. Feel free to contact me at droger@lvppa.com and watch our videos and subscribe to our videos on the YouTube channel LVPPA Metro. Thank you.